Well, you're right. A great deal of scrutiny today. The closing arguments lasted about 2 hours. They wound down about 45 minutes ago. These hearings have lasted for 6 weeks, which is a very long time. And it's safe to say that during that 6 weeks, Judge Sylvia James felt less like a judge and more like one of the defendants that set foot in her courtroom. In October, she was charged by the Judicial Tenure Commission with 4 counts of professional misconduct following a series of reports by my colleague Bill Proctor. The complaint accuses her of embezzlement, says she gave court's hiring practices and used restricted court funds to pay for things like landscaping, catering, and made donations to groups that, in turn, helped promote Judge James' name. Scores of witnesses have testified over the last 6 weeks, including Judge James. Today we heard closing arguments from both sides.
Judge James wanted those funds because she did not want to listen that what she wanted to spend the money for was inappropriate. Her decisions were not going to be questioned. She was going to administer that account in however way, or whatever way she saw fit.
They started with she's guilty and they worked their way backwards. They rifled through her belongings and they came up with a number of things that found their way into this complaint. And after all of the witnesses and documents, they still have proved nothing.
Now, as for what happens next, the special master who oversaw the last 6 weeks of testimony and hearings will write up a report, reach her own conclusions as to whether or not Judge James had done anything improper here. She will send that report to the Supreme Court, and ultimately it's their decision as to whether or not they take any action against Inkster's chief judge. Reporting live from Dearborn Heights, I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.